Hey, white folk, class is in session. A quick introduction to what white privilege really is. Many of you all think that white privilege is, well, hey, I didn't grow up rich. I was poor. I didn't have no privileges. That's not what white privilege is. So I'm gonna explain it to you, okay? Here we go. Privilege refers to unearned advantages or benefits given to individuals based on certain aspects of their identity, such as race, gender, or socioeconomic status. White privilege doesn't mean life is easy or that success isn't earned, but rather that certain systemic barriers are absent. A systemic barrier is racism. You understand? When you hear the word white privilege, do you get like angry? What emotion? Come on, let's be honest. What do you feel? If you get some type of rage or anger, it's because you're not really understanding what it is. And also, when we use the word white privilege, it is not to make you feel guilty because you can't change the color of your skin. God created all of us. What? Red, yellow, black, and white. We are perfect in his sight. Jesus loved all the children of the world. Isn't that what we learned in Sunday school? So no one, when we use white privilege, no one's saying that phrase so that white people can start feeling guilty and feeling like, bad. But you do have to understand that because of the color of your skin, there are just certain advantages, particularly in the past and even now, that you have. Let me ask you this. Do you white women, would you ever want to trade places and be a black woman? Or you white men, would you ever want to be a black man? Scared when you're driving your car and the police pull you over? Being followed in the stores because people think you're going to steal? Being told as a black woman that you need to get skinnier, your thickness is not beautiful? That's just the surface stuff of being black. That's not even the deep, intricate details of it. But let's get back to white privilege. White privilege is the societal advantages that white individuals experience, often without being consciously aware of them, simply due to their skin color. Do you know, as black people, we can't just, when we get ready to travel somewhere, and this is no lie, and Black Coalition, you let me know if I'm telling the truth or not in the comments. If we're going somewhere, we're like, yo, we got to make sure this is not a sundown town. And some of you white people be like, what is a sundown town? It is where black people, you do not want to be there after sundown because, honey, when the sun goes down, the hoods and the white hoods come out and burning the crosses, honey. And that's no lie. Even when we travel this world, we have to say, okay, are there any people of color in this part? Are there any of people of African descent here? Am I going to be the only black? See, you all don't see that because many of you all just stay in your own cornucopia of whiteness. So you don't venture out. But for us, for survival, we have to venture out. And so there are situations and times where we're like, yo, babe, you can't go there. It's after a certain time. It might not be safe. We don't know what kind of white folk out there. This is what I'm talking about. You have the luxury to be ignorant to some of the wows and the the evils of this world. You just are. Because unfortunately, many of you all are the ones and again, I'm not saying it's all of you. But history has not lied. Okay? It hasn't lied. And unless you take a righteous judgment of yourself, white people, the forefathers who did that to you, who did that to enslaved Africans, that is still in your blood. It's in your DNA. It's passed down, even though you may not know it's in you. If you hear the word white privilege, do you get angry and antsy? Then you might have to check yourself. You're not understanding it. I think what throws white people is the word privilege. Because, anytime we talk about someone's privilege, we think about their socioeconomic status. And we're like, okay, they're privileged because they're very wealthy. You think about the Kardashians or the Bill Gates or Elon Musk and all these people with all this money, or Oprah and all that. No. Privilege. Let me give you examples of what white privilege is, and this might help you understand better. White privilege is like running a race where some people start closer to the finish line. Okay? It's not fair, right? If I'm back here, all the way back because I'm black, because of slavery and Jim Crow and segregation, and you're all the way up front just simply because the color of your skin, who's going to cross the finish line first? You see? Also, check this out. A person may not actively choose to have privilege, but they still benefit from it. You didn't choose to be white. That's what I'm saying. God did it. But you got to be aware of what privileges come with being white. Just like me and most black people, we have to be aware of what comes with being black. And so when we are driving while black, we have to make sure that our hands are on the steering wheel, we're pulled over at all times. We have to constantly be aware of where we're going, especially in some of these sundown towns. We have to always be aware when we are in a job interview that we sometimes, unfortunately, may have to code switch a little bit, meaning within how we speak and how we look and how we wear our hair, because you, sometimes white people, feel uncomfortable. And if you feel uncomfortable around black people, more than likely you don't want to hire us. See, I'm going to teach y'all white folk about something called code switching that black people, we had to learn as survival years ago. See, y'all think you know us, but you don't. You can't just listen to hip hop and you think you know us. You bop it to Kendrick and you think you know us. You don't know the plight, because it's part of our DNA. It's who we are. It's in our psyche. And that's just why you all must understand what white privilege is. It basically simply just, you do not fall under the harness of a systemic barrier because of the color of your skin. And nobody wants you to feel guilty about that reality. But what we do, however, want you to do is embrace and acknowledge that it exists. All right, white folk, y'all keep tuning in. Ask questions, read some books, do whatever it takes to educate yourself. But most importantly, be honest with yourself. And if you sense that you have any type of biases or prejudices, start dealing with it. Just deal with it, all right? All right, sisters, y'all keep drinking your water and minding your black business. And brothers, keep doing what you do, because can't nobody do it better than you. All right, be blessed. Talk to you soon. Bye.